Passengers are stranded at both Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and Tambo International Airport. Flights remain grounded in Kenya amid a strike by aviation workers over a management row. Kenya Airports Authority workers say they're opposed to a planned handover of management to Kenya Airways. They express concern that the plans will render most of them jobless. Earlier on, we spoke to our correspondent, Kimani.
At International Airport, it's about 8 hours since a strike here by aviation workers started. Hundreds of passengers still stranded. I'm right outside the Kenya Airways terminal, where at least 3 flights have now been able to leave the country. We have one headed to Amsterdam, where we have one headed for Lagos, which is also the same one that will go to Accra, and we have one headed to Juba, that is the capital of South Sudan, that is also preparing to leave. But we also have some domestic flights that have also been able to leave. But that is just Kenya Airways. Away from here, we understand it is chaos at the other terminals where other airlines are supposed to be checking in and going through the security processes to be able to depart the country. One airline, Ethiopian Airways, we understand, has cancelled all the flights out of Nairobi today, saying that it is not able to contain the situation at the moment. The strike started at 5 in the morning, and workers' union here saying that they have gone on strike to demand that the government stops ongoing proposals to have Kenya Airways, the Kenyan national carrier Kenya Airways, and the Airports Authority merge into one entity. They say that the Kenya Airways does not have the capacity to do that, considering that it has been making major losses. Now, some of the Kenya Airways staff members are being prepared to be taken back to hotels or to go back home as the flights may be cancelled. So a huge crisis here and huge losses expected. In the morning when we spoke to the managing director of Kenya Airways, Sebastian Mikovic, he was saying that at least 24 flights were supposed to leave the country at 5 in the morning. All those were delayed. Some of them will now leave, but many of them will be delayed, and this will have a ripple effect in other countries. I've spoken to people who are stranded at the Tambo in Johannesburg. I've spoken to somebody who's stranded in Kigali, Rwanda. All of them were expected to come back to Nairobi, but without air traffic controllers, without people working within the airport to be able to help the situation get back to normal, then it becomes difficult. I'm sure you're wondering, so how are these people who have left leaving? Who's in charge of the airport now? Now, the government is using the management staff of Kenya Airports Authority and also some of the management staff of Kenya Airways, and they have also brought in members of the Kenya Air Force, the defense forces, to be able to help in getting people out of the airport. We understand that at any given time, 300 people work at this airport. A skeleton staff of 30 people is the one that is dealing with the situation right now. So indeed a crisis for the 4th largest airport in Africa. I will be giving you more details as they come in right from Nairobi, Kenya.